Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
An old classic, steal the Emperor's Divide Away. A lot of, strong ultimates to steal here. Sejuani's ultimate can allow you to engage. And that is what we're going to see. So it does have great follow-up to the Vi.
Feeling pretty good anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure coaching staff Dplus just said new meta, new schmeta. And so
yeah,
they still go for dragon stacking. That's what we like. I don't care if Jax
early game and the mid game, and sometimes the late game. So here's Kellen just zooming in. He's got the zoom. He's Envy in a little bit of trouble, but there's the Bard ult. Gonna buy some time, aiming full health. That ult is just gonna sail wide somehow, and aiming is going to look for this kill as Lucid sets him up. That's first blood. Aiming though is gonna see a Sejuani, and DK have taken too long with this play as Gideon gets in position and will block the vault over the wall. It's a double kill for Gideon.
Yeah, double kill for Gideon. That's gonna make this Sejuani
knock up onto Karis, and now we just have messiness and action around the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, very awkward. Karis has to stay in the pit. The rest of the team has to come up. He has to flash.
Karis has to flash, but it's perfect because Kellen's going to go down. Nice snipe this time around from Envy. That's the Rakan just gone. Kellen going a little bit too ham, but now the TP comes in and Lucid gets in underneath that one, but he's in a bit of trouble as well. They need some damage. Kingin making his way in with the teleport. Morgan as well, a little bit late, but perfect timing perhaps as he is looking for more. Flashes in, nearly able to take down Lucid, but maybe he went too far himself as now they're chasing down Showmaker. It's a double kill for Karis, and it will be the Dragon to Bro.
Looks like the Dragon Link luck is changing.
Oh boy.
We'll get an exit kill, but what? As well, he picked up his Seeker's Arm Guard, so he can go deep, looking for a scoop.
Yeah, Bro looking for this. Gideon just gonna throw his ultimate in there, trying to open up this turret, really. And it is a big committal. I mean, they're continuing on this one. Aiming is going to be forced to Featherstorm, but we got a TP. Is he going to go to the Dragon Pit? No, he's just going to hit the turret. Okay, well. So not what I was hoping for. No Rift Herald drag race.
A lot of agency out of this. I think Dplus need to try to make something happen down here because this might end up being a lot of turret damage. TP.
Yeah, TP's coming in, and the ult does go in onto Karis. They want to come into this, but the arm guard it's completed, guys. He's able to stasis, and now this dive might actually work out. They're going in on the Karis. He goes down, and now aiming has to go into stasis himself. Showmaker looking for the divide. Envy with no E remaining, and he flashes just to die as the rest of the team had already jumped ship
first and go in on you. Jax decides to come down and try to save the play. He fails. He loses side lane pressure top side.
They could just try to scale out of this one, but for some reason it just feels like the wind has been taken out of their sails. Like every lane, give up one Ocean Drake, that's totally fine. Get a bunch of gold on the map, take their entire jungle.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to, we don't want it either. Going to take an inner, and with 3 Stevens, down it goes. And, I mean, Dplus ultimate down, some tools invested here. Going back to the Ezreal conversation though, Valdez, it feels like a lot of the time if you set up for a pick, as Lucid also threatening Envy, caught.
Yeah, he's just gonna maybe die. He's gonna go down. Envy just takes him out as the team not there together, and Lucid going way too. And they might just be able to do it. I mean, they have insane amount of damage, and Gideon goes flying. It is free for the side of DK. And now Bro trying to...
Brio and Dplus are going to keep it that way with this Baron buff.
Yeah, they're getting a lot done with it. Morgan is...
still in the better position in this game, and at least Bro have a 2 Drake buffer right now to where this is not going to be a tragic loss for them. 1-3 Stevens, down it should fall.
Yeah, it's Turkon. Kayan is chasing him down here. Just not enough champions here to stand up to the push of DK. Maybe can match Showmaker on the bottom side. You see a fight over the blue buff, and it is going to go the way of Bro, I believe, but the engage here is quite strong. Karis in a lot of trouble. The timing is good, and that is a free Azir. Just going to go the way of Dplus.
I mean, that might be an open up where King and down a little bit, but just going to be true shot to try to clear the wave to keep this inhibitor turret alive.
Kellen gonna try to set this one up once again. The Bard ultimate does delay and buy some time, but redemption as well, and the follow-up engage is good. Morgan has to back away. Showmaker very low, but he is going to survive here as the siege on the inhibitor. This is without Baron, mind you, and it's the mid-inhibitor gonna go the way of DK.
With that cannon minion surviving, 20 seconds here. King in.
Okay, well, they know he's here, but he doesn't care. Just gonna press the R button on Takaris, and he dies for free again! And that's gonna be the end of that. The Bard ultimate is just a celebration for DK.
Nice. A second critical time here, and that is gonna be the third Dragon now going over to Dplus.
You don't have a lot going on, so you just try to group up in mid, as now it's just a dead Bard. He's just 100-0. The burst showing through, feels like solo queue.
You don't want to be the one who has to check. You don't want to be the one who's trying to come out there and clear vision, but you've got no choice. And Showmaker finally gets the punish. That's Baron.
Down anyway.
It's got to be so cautious here. Oh boy, this is really tough. Yep.
Gideon throws one to the winds.
Yeah.
Just a bit desperate. It feels like at this point, Dplus a very clean second half of the game, you could say, as the Poppy ultimate trying to buy some time, trying to create some space. Just going to hold on to it, take down the second inhibitor, maybe back away from there if they want to be supremely safe, which at this point doesn't look like they want to be. They have a bunch of minions, and they'll try to use it, as True Shot Barrage will sail wide as well. Through the goal post, looking for Karis, this time not going to land it. Lucid does take a lot of damage, but the Poppy ultimate, a little bit of anti-synergy there, actually. They don't take anyone down. The Bard stun comes through as well. And now Aiming going to have to use some buttons here. Presses his R1, and he's just running away. King in and Showmaker now with a bunch of enemies on their heels. Stun comes through on the King, and he is so incredibly tanky. You can't kill this Poppy. It's not going to happen. The Emperor's Divide comes through, but the damage follow-up is not there. And slowly but surely, DK will chip away at the front line of Bro. That's going to be the end of that. Envy as well will go down, and Dplus will take the series 2-0.
Very dominant performance here from Dplus post mid-game, back-to-back, finding the picks they needed in order to scoop up objectives and close out the game. Patient when they needed to be around those dragons. Love the decision-making to avoid some of those mid-game spikes where we saw the Sun Disc turret up in mid. Sure, they made the mistake the first...